Hey everyone, welcome back to the Dev Lab. In this video, we're going to test all the APIs we've built using Postman. If you've been following along, we've already set up our server, controllers, routes, and database. Now it's time to make sure everything works perfectly. Let's get started. So before we jump into Postman, we're going to be running our server. So for this method, we're going to be using npm run dev. And for that to work, you have to go to your package.json and type in this code for it to work, and your moodman you have to be used. So you just type npm run dev. This just helps us to make sure like anytime our typing we don't need to save and go to our terminal and start running it over and over. It just saves automatically and runs it automatically by itself. So if your terminal is displaying server is listening on port 1122 and connected to MongoDB, which means we're good to go. So next thing we're going to be doing is opening our Postman. So for you to get to your Postman, you just have to install it using your browser. Then Postman, type in Postman. Then you go to their website and you look for where they download this desktop app for Postman. Yeah, so you click here, then it starts downloading. Yeah, but I already have it, so there's no need for that. So you open your Postman right here. So let's switch to our Postman and test our authentication system step by step. So you go over here, open your black collection. You can name it whatever you want, but your naming convention has to be very good. So for this, I'm going to just be naming it authentication. Yeah, so the first thing we're going to be doing is creating a request. So you name it, yeah. So let's just name it create user. This has to be common. Yeah. Then you change your method to post as we called it in our router. So for this to work, you have to enter the URL. So this is our URL. Then you go to your body, then raw. Yeah, so you type in the data. So data is username. This has to be in quotes. Then let's just name it the dev labs. Then comma. Then over here, then your email. Yeah, this is supposed to be then your quotes. Then name it the dev lab at example.com. This is just for example. You have to use a real Gmail but so we're going to be doing that in the near future. Yeah, password. Don't forget to put your comma. So your password can be so in our router in our model we told our password to be what again? To be a string. So it has to be a string. So you can put a number, but it has to be a string. So like this now is a string. So but let me just name it password 1234. Then receive, send. Could not send request. So what seems to be the problem here? Okay, so let's try that again. Uh-huh. So it has registered successfully. Okay, so next thing we're going to be doing is to verify this user so that we're able to sign in. So first to do that, we'll just come over here and the same process, just the same process. You have to be repeating it. You add your request, you name it, rename. So you can just name it over here. Verify. So you can leave it in to get in the get method because that's how we did it in our wrote in our router. So over here, you just change it. The same thing. Just come over here, right? Verify. Then key. Your key is authorization. So you just write it authorize. Then you copy the token. Yeah, this is the token. That so this is the way that this is how we verify our user. This is how the backend. This is just how it works. This is how everything works. So you write keep your value here. Okay. So this is where we're meant to put our value, our key and our value. We're meant to put it in our headers. Then you save it. Yeah, then you send. Access denied, no token available. Yeah, but this is token. Okay, so let's try again. So let's just cut this and copy it. So maybe there was an error or something. This is supposed to be in get. So our value. Yes, then our key. Authorization. Yeah, so let's try again. Yeah. So yes, our user has successfully been verified. Yeah, so that's it. So the next one we're going to be doing is signing user. We're going to be logging in. So for that, the same process, like I said, add your request, name it. So sign in. Yeah, we're going to be changing this to post method. Our URL. So like in our router, we wrote sign in users, sign in user. So we go to our body, our raw. We write in our data. So our data, you can just come right over here and copy. then our password because we are signing in. So our password is very needed in this. So I forgot comma. Never forget to put your comma in your password. Our password is password 1234. Then you sign in. So what's the error now? Okay, we're meant to change this to post, then save. Okay, let's try that now. Okay, so there seems to be two hyphens here. So that could be the problem. uh Oh my, oh yes. So this is not supposed to be like this. You're meant to put your email. So sorry guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know why that skipped my mind. So sorry. So sorry for the inconvenience. So you're meant to use your email, not your username. How could I have forgotten that? Like, so this is making me look so unprofessional. So sorry. Then your email. So let's save and try it. Hopefully it's supposed to work. Uh-huh. So the mistake was I meant to use username, not email. So it was meant to be email. I mean, when we're signing in, of course we use our email, not our username. So that's just it. If you knew that was the answer like before, like how I was writing, please drop down in the comment section. Thank you. So the next thing we're going to be doing is to update the user. So the same process, add requests, you name it, whatever you want. So update typography error. Yes. So for this, we're going to be changing the method to patch, as the name implies. Patch. We're fixing it. We're updating it. We're trying to add something new to it, or maybe fixing it. Yeah, that's the correct word. So same method, but the URL is going to be a little different from the ones we've written so far. So change this. As we wrote in our router, we wrote user ID, then the update user, because we're trying to know, like we're trying to pick the particular user we want to update using the user ID. So that's why we're going to be calling it like this. Yeah. So in case there are in a case where there are too many users, that's why we're using. So you right come here over here, then you copy the ID of the user. Yeah, so like that. You go to your body and your raw, then change the user. So let's just use it like this. So you can change whatever you want. So let's write updated up, updated dev lab. Okay. Okay, so we're going to change this to patch, then you save. So that should be the trick. Yeah. So that's just it. So right now we just updated the user. So the next one we're going to be doing is to find one user. I'm coming. Okay, so same process, add the request, name it. So I'm going to be naming this. So we're going to be changing this in our router. We name it get. So we're going to be using the same ID but different name. So it's going to be get. So let's find the user. So what seems to be the error now? Okay, here we go. So let's try that again. So user retrieved successfully. So yeah, that's just how we find the particular user. So the next one we're going to be looking for is finding all users. So in a case where there are a lot of users and you just want to find all of them at once instead of picking them one by one, so you just simple so find all users. So you come here, find all users. So for this one, we're not going to be calling any ID. We're going to be leaving it in our get method. So find all users. So this is supposed to be get. So let me create more users so that you can make it so you can see where how this works. So let me just create another user. So let me just add an S, then level up 7. Let me just make a few changes so that you will not know and remove it like that. So let's create this user. Yeah, so it has successfully created user. So let's find let's create we can create more. So let me just add another S, change this to 5 and remove the 3. So he has created another user. Yeah, I'm just doing it so that you can see how this works in real life. So find all users. So let's try that. All users retrieved successfully. As you can see, he retrieved all the users, the ones that we just created. Look at it here. Yeah, so these are all three of them, which means it's working perfectly. So the next one we're going to be doing is deleting a user. Same process. We're going to be calling in the particular ID, the particular user we want to delete. So yeah, obviously delete method. And okay, so there seems to be an error. So let me just correct that quickly. Okay, so then the user's ID. So let's delete let's which one should we delete? So okay, let's delete this one, the last one we just created. So copy the ID. Make sure the ID is the one. slash, yeah, then you save. So let's try that like that, just like that. So we successfully deleted this last user we created. So yeah, that's it. Now we successfully test our authentication system using this Postman. Now you can integrate this API into your front end or mobile app. Please, if you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more coding content, and drop a comment if you have any question. See you in the next one. Thank you.